Hey BookTube, how's it going? Um, I have a bit of a comics haul for you today. I was able to get down the mountain and hit the comic shop to get my pull list. But I found a couple other little tidbits while I was there. Um, Man, it was packed yesterday. Like, that's the longest line I've waited in that comic shop. For reals. Well, I don't know exactly when these came out, but I saw these and I had to go get them um, a couple years ago, I guess. And then this is like 17, 13. I don't know exactly when these came out, but there's these DC Comics Essentials that are $1, and I've never seen them there before. I'm like shocked. Um, oh, that's funny. A little pic of bad guys in jail while good guys are reading comics outside. Anyway, so I got the first issue of Hush, um, the Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee um, thing that introduces Tommy Elliott. Um, Epic shit right here. Let's take a quick look at some of this art. Look at that. Look at that. That is nice. Okay. So I grabbed that. Again, it was $1. So I felt I needed to get it. Um, the Rebirth. This is from the Justice League Essentials because the Justice League movie was going to come out. But yeah, I just did a review not too long ago on the first arc of the Tom King run, and then this was epic as well. This is the Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, the first run or the first issue of the Court of Owls arc, which is so good, so good. Let me see if there's. I don't think it really started kicking off until the second issue, because the rest of this is just like a. Yeah, the rest of it is like a. What do you call it? Catalog of sorts. See? Does this one have a weird little thing on the back too? No. It has some junky ad. So, here we go. Um, should I just start with Batman? Yeah, I'll just start with Batman. Okay. So, I got Batman 54 and 55. Um, Now, uh, what's going on in these two is Dick Grayson showing up as Nightwing, obviously, is they're trying to help Batman through um, just trying to get his mind off the fact that, and the funny thing is, they hardly mention it. And you would think that it would be something that is kind of hammered home a bit. But they go through the whole, what do you call it? The whole wedding fiasco. So Dick's there to try to cheer Batman up by doing the dynamic duo thing again. And in this one, Shadows of the Past, uh, they do this thing, and it's like turning in. Oh, but I really do like this whole like dot old school style art. But the Dick Grayson that's in this comic almost has no resemblance to Dick Grayson. At least the Dick Grayson that's been Dick Grayson since he's been Nightwing. But it's doing this whole thing where it's cutting in between when Dick was a kid and his parents just died to what's going on right now. And it's a fucking, like some of this art's kind of cool, but then like this, he looks like a fucking garbage pail kid. Like, it's just weird. Like, I don't get it. But the paper right now is really nice. I'm really digging the paper in these books. I'm pissed off that they went up in price $1. But, like, I don't know what's going on. The artwork in this book is just so weird. I like it, kinda. But it's just weird. But anyway, so the thing that Tom King does is he'll do something where he'll be telling a story over here and do like a mirror image of that story with what's going on with somebody else. So like in the I Am Bane storyline, he did it where Bruce Wayne was like in training as a kid, you know, after his parents died, and Bane was a prisoner, learning to survive at the same time, and they would be saying the same things, and it was just like, okay, that was cool, I get it. But then, like, even with the wedding issue, like, Bat and Cat writing letters to each other, and the book would go, like, one page would be part of Batman's letter, and the other page would be part of Catwoman's letter. It's like, we get it, you're fucking crafty. But when you consistently do it over and over again, it becomes really tropey for what you're trying to do. And then I saw an ad for it right here, so let me pull it up. Because this right here, Heroes in Crisis, this is the next, like, big event. And it's written by Tom King. So I fear we have to read every single issue in order to be able to figure out what the hell's going on with it. But the other thing in this is that there's this thing that says one of these people will die or something like that. So again, we're predicating a whole series on the fact that you have to read this because someone's going to die. So it has nothing to do with how good the story is going to be, but someone will die and then be brought back like 2 months to a year later. And the people it had on there was Cyborg, Arsenal, one of the Lanterns, I don't remember who it was, and Booster Gold, the Tim Drake, Red Robin, and Harley Quinn. Okay? Now, if they kill Tim Drake, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. That's not gonna be okay. Roy, Arsenal, they're probably gonna kill him. They kind of teased it a little bit in the Red Hood and the Outlaws annual. Booster Gold, they could probably kill, and no one would really be upset about it. That Lantern, I don't know enough about the deep bench of the Green Lanterns to be able to tell if he's really worth a damn, but I bet money it's going to be Harley Quinn. Why? Because Harley Quinn's standalone book is outside of continuity. So they could kill her and still have her book. And I really don't think it's going to matter at all. And even, I mean, they're doing, like, what is it? Old Lady Harley right now. Like, as a separate book, too. So you already have 2 books right there that are out of continuity that you could do. And since the only reason why they killed Wolverine was so they could do Old Man Logan. I could totally see them doing Old Lady Harley just because of that. So, and I think Tom King is enough of an egomaniac that he'll want to be known for something besides this epic run on Rebirth and destroying the wedding in Batman 50. And I think it's going to be killing Harley Quinn. And then he'll bring her back. So don't worry about it. Battle for the Souls of Gotham. Okay. This is still Batman and Dick that night running around. The paper still feels good. The artwork in this is Tony Daniel. Yeah? It is, right? Wait, what's happening here? Hang on. Boom. Okay, now where's the title page? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Is this one of those ones where the title page is at the end? Yeah. Tony Daniel. Fucking hell, it's so good. The artwork in this is so much better. Look at that. Gorgeous. But yeah, so it again, because it's Tom King, he can't tell a fucking straight story to save his fucking life. The whole book has this dude, like what's going on with him, like on every other page. And look at this. They're fighting mummies, for fuck's sake. Oh, this book is beautiful. So this has kind of been like, oh my god, look at that. These splash pages are just ridiculous. But yeah, and even just like the composition of the page, it's really good. I highly, highly recommend this. Oh my gosh. Another super cool. But anyway, I don't know. God, this is just... Tony Daniel is just ridiculous. Ugh. Yeah, Old Lady Harley is what it is. I don't know if I should show you. Okay, if you don't want to know, if you don't want to be spoiled right now, look away. Look away, look away. Okay, so we see there is a sniper. It's the guy from the beginning of the book, putting the gun together, looking out the window, and on the rooftop we have Dick, Bruce, and Gordon. Okay? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Yeah, that just happened. So that was Batman 55. A gorgeous book. Highly recommend it. And because of what happened in it, I'm sure this is going to be kind of a big deal. And one of the big deals with it is because Nightwing, I believe, is going to have amnesia for a while and not know who he is. But there's the cover of like I think it's Nightwing 50 was released, and his head shaved, and he's got like a scar from something, and now we know it's from that shot. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so now we're moving into Detective Comics. It's a pretty cool cover. A simple murder or a burning secret? It is a burning secret. It's gonorrhea. Okay. This one isn't as pretty, but it's pretty good. You know? All sorts of fun stuff in here. To Face the Face, Part 1, A Solitary Man. writer James Robinson, and artist Steven Segovia. Maybe is how that might be said. I think this is the first Robinson book in the series. They've been changing writers on Detective Comics so much since the epic Bat Family story ended. It's just fucking stupid. There's some Batmobiles for those of you who dig the Batmobile stuff. Whatever. But anyway, so there's some bitchin' like fire shit. This is okay. I feel like it's just okay. And they talk a little bit about the Catwoman thing in here, which is good because they kind of, at least in this book, have really been like not really giving it a thought at all. So this was pretty. I feel like the story's gonna be good. They're trying to focus on his detective abilities on this, and a lot of writers who come into Detective Comics say we're gonna really focus on him being a detective, but that's not always the case. Okay, but like one of the big things I want to talk about is Red Hood Outlaw. Well, Red Hood and the Outlaws number 26. But look, see, it's like Red Hood. They crossed out and the Outlaw, crossed off the S, crossed off the bat symbol on the Bat Family part of the book. The Wrath of Jason Todd. And there's Red Hood in his new costume. Wow. Okay, so there's like just some stuff going on. And what happens? Oh, he's going to blow up like a ton of bikers. And then proceed to not only just beat the crap out of, but like stab people in the jaw, shoot people in the head. He's done. If you've been following Red Hood, you'll know that I really don't like the way he looks right here, though. Like, that doesn't look like him at all. It's weird. He's basically been kicked out of the Bat Family, kicked out of Gotham, for supposedly killing the Penguin. He shot Penguin in the face, but Penguin's in a coma. Which they only said one time, so I'm sure they could change it, but I'm sure they won't. So that's what he looks like now with his little mask and his little hoodie. So there he is. Boom. Red Hood walking down the street, coming out of the bus, walking on my feet. And he just goes berserk on this gang. Like, just, like, completely doing whatever he wants to do. He's trying to get information. And, like, there's a little bit of his humor in here. So here he is, like, this guy gets in the car, turns on the lights, and he's standing up against the wall, and he puts his fingers in his ears, and the guy's like, what? And then he looks in here on the steering wheel, and it's like, boom, with like a little smiley face with the Red Hood mask. And then the car blows up. So if you're into like Punisher or anything like that, or if you really liked Batman but was just like, I hate the fact that he won't kill anybody, you need to come into Red Hood. Jason Todd was the second Robin, killed by Joker, then thrown into the Lazarus pit by Ra's al Ghul and Talia al Ghul to come back to life. So there's that. But that's not all, folks. This video is already long. The new imprint of DC came out with their prestige format. It's wider than other books, and I think longer than other books. But here we have Damned. Batman Damned by Azzarello and Bermejo. Bermejo. Um, the back of this is great. Look at that shiny Batman. What's that say? The Joker is dead. This book is beautiful. Okay, like I don't know how many issues this is gonna be, but it is issue based. The artwork is just sick. I love it. It's very, oh my gosh. Oh, there's this great transition. Let me see if I can find it. I really liked it. And Constantine's in this. And I've never really been a fan of Constantine. This is actually one of the only shots in here I don't like. Or panels I don't like. I really don't like his face right there. I don't know if it's because we could see his eyes. And I'm just not used to seeing his eyes. There's another one that's... Okay, so Batman jumps off the building or whatever. And then it goes into a flashback. Where you see, like... It looks like he's still jumping off the building, but it's Bruce Wayne as a kid spitting off a building. Thought that was a cool transition. So we got Constantine in here. Oh, this is for mature readers, okay? And I don't want to tell you what's in here, but I'm sure everyone will be talking about it in about a day and a half anyway. Under my finger is the BATDAY. So, for anyone who was curious as to what that looks like, on these 2 pages, there's 3 shots of it, and then there's another shot of it later on. But there's this bitchin' like kind of vision scene. Look at that. It's so cool. But Constantine's in this. I think this is supposed to be Zatanna right here. Kind of looks like her. She's got a top hat. But Deadman's in it too. And Constantine, obviously. Where's that shot of him? Oh, here we go. Constantine here. And there's another shot of Batman's face I don't like. But anyway, so it's like perfect bound. They're like little graphic novel issues. It's just, they look beautiful. And I know they're going to be releasing White Knight in this edition for the graphic novel. Which I don't know if they're going to keep it this size. I kind of hope they don't. Because it wasn't drawn in this size. But, and then there's some Carrie Kelly book coming out that by Frank Miller. The 3 Jokers that's supposed to come out. I heard around December, but I don't think it actually is. That's supposed to be coming out in this format. So there's some cool stuff coming. For sure, but yeah, like this is beautiful, and it's only $6.99, and I don't mean like, oh, only $6.99. That's kind of a rip. And when you think about all the books you're going to end up buying to make the collection of this, yeah, it's probably going to be something like $30 for a trade of it instead of just buying the trade for 15 to $20. So that part kind of sucks, but it's a beautiful book. It's gorgeous. No staples, it's great. So there was that, and then I got one other thing as an impulse buy while I was waiting in a really long line. I blame the store because I had nothing to do. Batman, the Jiro Kuwata Bat manga. So yeah, this was done like in the 60s in Japan as a manga or a manga. And This is the third volume. Look at how gorgeous that is. You want to know? I mean, and it's read backwards for Americans, but it's got French flaps. What? Did you say you got a graphic novel with French flaps? I said I got a graphic novel with French flaps. So, yeah, it's just, it looks so cool. I'm so stoked. I'll try to do a little bit of a flippity flip through. Look at that. But so this is volume 3, and I haven't read any of this stuff. So I'm gonna, hopefully it won't be like so different that like I have no idea what's happening. But yeah, so these collections started coming out a couple years ago, I think. But it's the first time they've been in English, so it's kind of cool. So yeah, so that's that. I love it. So yeah, I had a very good day. Also, I'm gonna try to get her to do it tomorrow because she's not working. But we have a book haul ready to go. So hopefully you will see that tomorrow, along with Pentathon Week 4, Hard Boiled or Noir or and. So anyway, hope you like this, and let me know down below if you're reading any of these and what you think. And I will talk to you soon, BookTube. Bye.